Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we are celebrating the Fab Five's first anniversary, and today we are joined by some guests. So please welcome the Craftacular creator Vicky, Maker Moose, and Carrie Rhodes. More on that in a moment. I am using Double Slider Surprise, Tiny Birthday Friends, Tiny Friends, Spooky Village. I am using Hive 5, Happy Village, and I have cut out a lot of masks for the 3 pieces of the Slider Surprise. Now, I have laid them all out so I know which things I need to stamp first, and I'm just going to go through with that. The only thing I used from the Hive 5 set is the little banner because it's supposed to be a party. Now, as you watch me stamp my images, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about our Hop-In giveaway. We, the Fab Five, are celebrating our first year anniversary, which is so exciting to us. We actually started back in October, a full year ago, where we made our Lawn Fawn inspired Halloween cards. So because that was our first make, we thought it would be a fun idea to create a cute or spooky Halloween themed birthday card. Now for today's Hop-In giveaway, it's extra exciting because we have 5 sponsors. So we have Lawn Fawn with a $25 gift voucher. We have Tree Hobbies with a $35 gift voucher. Keight Krafts with a €25 gift voucher. Keight Krafts is giving away a Home for the Pawlidays Lawn Fawn and Simon Says Stamp exclusive set. And Inky and Scrappy is giving away a mystery prize pack with Lawn Fawn and other goodies. So there are 8 stops in this hop in total, and each stop along the way that you comment on will be 1 entry to win one of these prizes. Now, in addition to whatever comment you leave, and it could be something as simple as hi, we also need to know what country you're located in to know which prize you are eligible for. Please leave your comment on each stop in our hop by October 8th, 2023, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The winners will be announced on October 11th, 2023. You will have 1 week to claim your prize. The winners will be announced on our community tabs and our Fab 5 Facebook page, as well as our Instagram pages. Now, if this is your first hop, welcome. We are the Fab 5, and the Fab 5 is made up of Inky and Scrappy, Jordy's Cards, World of Papercraft, Keight Krafts, and myself. We all share a love of paper crafting and lawn fawn, and this is what joined us together. I am so happy and blessed to call these people my friends and to get to craft alongside them. We are also so excited to be joined today by our 3 special guests. So we have Carrie Rhodes, which I feel like almost everybody should have heard of her by now. She's been doing this for a long time, and I know she has quite a few followers. If you got here before you learned about Carrie Rhodes, I'm not sure what roads you took to get here. It's okay though. Definitely go check her out if you haven't. We are also joined by the Craftacular creator, and she, I think, has a smaller YouTube channel. She's awesome. You should definitely go check her out. And then Maker Moose, who is another fellow crafter who has a relatively new YouTube channel. So definitely go check him out because he's awesome. We're all just, super awesome here. Glad you could join the party. Now for my card, everything that I have stamped, I have added the masks over, and I have just created a quick little stencil of a hill so that I could add some grass to my pieces, because obviously this is outdoors. And while I have grass pieces, I actually didn't like how big the grass blades were. That's why I just went with the hill. So for that, I have used peeled paint, and now I'm going to use forest moss to kind of splatter over it. Now this is not my go-to grass color combination, but I feel like it works better for fall because it has more of a muted look. Now, once I have splattered all my pieces, I am going to take the other side of the paper that I have cut the hill from, and I'm just going to cover up the hills so that I can ink up the sky. Now for my sky, I wanted to keep it pretty light, so I'm just going to use tumbled glass And I have this cloud stencil from MFT, and I'm using this one because the little bumps on the clouds are so small that it really adds a lot of character to the background, and it looks a little bit more realistic with these very tiny houses. Now once I have my panels inked up the way I want to, I am going to remove all of the masks. This part is so satisfying. I do have some lines that didn't stamp the best, so I am going to have to go over with a alcohol ink friendly liner, and I don't remember which one this one is. I was trying to see if I could see it on the pen. I'll have it linked if I can remember. But I did mess up on the lines of that house on the far right of this panel, but I just went with it because it's probably not going to be noticed. And maybe if I hadn't said anything, you wouldn't have noticed. Now for this card, I'm keeping my colors pretty simple. So the houses are going to be the same 3 different colors, and I'm just going to repeat that with the other 2 panels. Since our theme was spooky, cute, Halloween, birthday, I decided that I would make like a whole little neighborhood birthday party, which seems super fun. And so my idea for this was that the Fab Five would be represented in this card using the little tiny friend stamp sets. And we are all throwing a party for you guys, sort of in celebration of our 1-year anniversary. You guys have helped our channels grow, and you guys have given us lots of feedback, and we just really enjoy sharing inspiration with you guys and doing it as a group. It is so fun. I'm kind of jumping around with the colors. I'm just trying to color everything that I knew I wanted blue, and then I'm going to go with my other colors and do the exact same thing. The reason for this is just to have an even dispersal of the colors where I don't have a bunch of things that are one color and then I regret that decision. This card is not exactly an easy one to start over from scratch. Now for my characters, I have 5 female characters, and they are to represent us as the Fab Five. And like I said, it's us throwing a party. And I felt like we would probably throw a really awesome party if we were ever inclined to. We have Keight, who is really good at organizing things. She's kind of the brains behind our operations a lot of times. We all obviously are crafty, so we all would make probably really awesome party decorations and just, you know, have something very visually pleasing at the end of it. And then we have several bakers, myself included. So yeah, I feel like if we could ever get together and throw a party, it would be super awesome. Everybody would leave probably a little fatter and maybe a little craftier. At least I know I would. I can only imagine how inspired I would be by their craftiness, because, I mean, I get that way when we do these hops and I get to see everybody's makes, and I'm just so inspired. Even if when I started my card, I was feeling really not in the mood to do like a Halloween card or a Christmas card or whatever, and then I see theirs and it just gives me so many ideas. I love it. I hope that does the same for you guys. So I did forget to talk about the random guy on the card. I did think about making it into Maker Moose, but one, I don't know exactly what he looks like, and two, I did not have 2 extra females on the card for our other 2 guests. So I felt it was only fair to just let him be a random guy. He's the only one that's holding a bat for the piñata, and I probably should have just left him out, but I really wanted to draw some attention to the piñata, I guess. And yes, I'm aware that piñatas tend to be more of a kid birthday thing, but in my mind, our piñata is filled with craft supplies, and if you're here, you love craft supplies. Which, if I had had teeny tiny craft supplies that would have fit to make it look like they were falling from that piñata, I totally would have done that. And now it makes me want to use the bigger piñata stamp from Lawn Fawn with the craft supplies from Just Add Glitter. That would be cute. I might make that. And if I don't, you do it. I just want to see it. It'll be so cute. Oh, and the little cat, that is supposed to be Keight's cat. Her cat is named Nova, and she has made it onto Instagram, and I believe she's at least been heard in a couple of Keight's videos. Now, as I was thinking about what to put in this card, I did have to limit myself. I was really tempted to start adding like little chickens or something for Inky and Scrappy because she has farm animals. And then I was like, well, if we had tinier people, I could make some of our kids. But I didn't do that because there aren't tiny people. And that's a lot of people to color. Yeah, I was trying to limit myself because I have only so much real estate. And again, I don't have super tiny little people. I just have the normal little people. So for my balloons, I wanted them to be somewhat see-through, and I've tried this method before, and I mean, it kind of looks like what it's supposed to. I did have a little bit of a hard time because these balloons are so tiny. But really, all you do is for the back balloons, you continue to draw the balloon where there isn't lines on another balloon so that it looks like they're overlapping each other and you can still see through them. I also should probably mention that I am not just using Copics here, I also have some Ohuhu markers, so when you see the rounded ones instead of the oval ones, those are the Ohuhus, like this one right here, this R30. For this character in the blue dress, this one is Jordy. I don't really have any particular reason I put her in blue other than the fact that there wasn't a lot of blue already in this panel. And yes, these aren't the most accurate representations of us. I tried. They're so tiny. But this one in the party hat, this is me. I enjoy baking, so I felt like I should probably be next to a cake, although realistically, Jamie should have probably also been next to the cake. But then here is Steph. Now, she does not have bangs like this, and I did try to cover them up, but then her hair is looking kind of crazy. So I did try to push some of that dark color back, as you can see here. It's not how I wanted it to look, but I kind of was stuck with it because these aren't images I can just cover over. For my cake, I am going to add extra decoration to it because I felt like this was very plain, and while I gave it orange icing, I didn't think it looked entirely Halloween enough. So I do pull out my black fine liner, and I'm going to add a little spider web in the corner, and then add a teeny tiny little spider. If I would have had a stamp set that would have stamped this on the cake, I would have done that, but this is so very tiny. Now that I have Jordy, myself, and Steph done, I am going to move on to the next panel, which has Keight here with the blue hair, and then Jamie. And like I said, the random guy that I don't really know who he would be. I did decide to add some little eyelashes to the female characters, although with Keight's I did grab the wrong fine liner, so she's got some thick eyelashes. For some of my finishing details, I am using my black fine liner to just add some stripes here and there, and my white gel pen to add a little bit of shine marks on the balloons. My card also needed a sentiment, so I put "It's a Happy Day," and I had stamped it onto the double slider surprise banner die that's inside of there. And then I'm just making little dash marks with my black fine liner just to give it a little bit more interest. And then I'm going to completely skip over the assembly of this card. If you haven't seen one assembled before, Lawn Fawn does a fantastic job of showcasing all of their dies, and I think you would learn a lot more from them than me, because I am running out of time because this video is almost 20 minutes long as is. So I'm just going to adhere my sentiment banner straight down, and this is what my finished card looks like. Would you join our party? Thank you all so much for watching. I'll be back with another video soon. Bye!